fish. Nutritionists say that we should be eating more of it, especially oily fish with omega-3. But how do we know it's been sustainably harvested? How do we know that what we're eating isn't damaging the planet? Hi, I'm John D and welcome to Tipping Point. The short answer is, when it comes to seafood, it isn't easy. Our vast oceans are thinly stocked by comparison with northern waters, and until recently, very little effort was made to regulate them. In the last few years, the Australian government has responded to declining fish stocks by expanding marine reserves and buying back commercial fishing licenses. But even if Australia ends up moving towards sustainable fishing, a huge amount of our seafood is now being imported. To add to the confusion, there are no standardised names for certain species of fish. Eastern gemfish can also be hake, king cooter or silver kingfish. Blue-eyed trevally can also be blue-eyed cod, big eye or deep-sea trevally. So often, even when you know what you want, you don't know what you're getting. OK, the best way around this mess is to buy the Sustainable Seafood Guide from the Australian Marine Conservation Society. It tells you the most sustainable varieties, the ones to avoid, and the different names used to describe them. One solution we need is a government-endorsed, sustainably harvested label, not just for seafood, but for all our food. There are a few basic principles you can follow at the fish counter. Avoid long-lived or slow-growing species and deep-sea species. Avoid foreign species such as cod, and avoid sharks and rays. Shark, usually called flake, is used in most fish and chips, despite the fact the species is under threat. What about our meat and veggies? Are they sustainable? Farming practices in Australia have improved greatly in recent decades, although sheep and cattle still produce 13% of our greenhouse emissions in the form of methane, which is 20 times more potent than CO2. Kangaroos produce very little methane, and they use considerably less water than sheep or cattle. Better still, they're organic, free-range, and their meat is very lean. So during times of extended drought, kangaroo meat could be an alternative to put on your shopping list. So, next time you go to the supermarket, don't just go green with your reusable bag. Go green with your food as well. I'm John D for the Weather Channel. Thanks for watching Tipping Point. Hi, John D again. To find out more about this episode of Tipping Point, log on to weatherchannel.com.au.